So in this video, I'm going to show you how to fold your own hot air balloon. I made one of these in college. It was probably 3 times as big as this, but during our current circumstances, I think this will be pretty fair. You'll be able to fill it with some hot air using a blow dryer. It'll be able to float up in the air a little bit and then come down. So let me show you a couple of steps. So to start, you're going to take your 3 pieces of tissue paper, and what you want to do is you want to make sure that you get the edges or the tips of the tissue paper to line up. Mine's being a little tricky here, a little fold there. But you want these little edges to line up, and you want to kind of fold it in a triangle shape. All right, and this is going to be the side profile of your hot air balloon. So make sure you get it folded so it's a nice, neat triangle. That's your first step. So here's where you get to be a little creative and come up with the side shape of your hot air balloon. Most hot air balloons have a big bulge at the top and usually get skinnier at the bottom. You only have 3 sheets of tissue paper, so you kind of got to keep that in mind. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some off the bottom here, kind of enough so that my hand will be able to fit through it, and the blow dryer, because they're going to use a blow dryer to heat this thing up. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off some of this angle here. And then I'm going to cut a little bit off the top here as well. All right, and feel free to get a little bit more creative than me when you cut this out. But what you're trying to do is this, again, will be the side profile of your hot air balloon. All right, once you've done that, you need to get yourself your glue. All right, and then with your glue, you're going to glue this. And there's a right way to do this, so I need you to really follow along and pay attention to the steps that I show you. So you're going to pull all the tissue paper out and put the folds on top of each other. Okay, and make sure you have it aligned the way that you want it, what colors you want in the right order. I'm going to go ahead and flip mine over, and I'm going to go ahead and line these up. Now here's a good time to double check, make sure that it's cut out the way that you want. If you need to make any little small cuts or adjustments, now is the time to do that. All right, now we're going to glue. So I've got my pieces of tissue paper stacked and I'm ready to glue. I've got my glue stick. All right, so here's how this is going to work. I'm going to open up this edge and I'm going to open it up again. And I'm going to put glue on this inside piece. I'm going to use my purple glue because that helps me know where I've put glue. And it's important to make sure that you put glue on all the sides. If you get any holes, you're going to have to go back and do it. You also want to make sure that you leave it empty down here because that's where your hand is going to go. That's where the blow dryer is going to go. All right, I have glue there. Now I'm going to take this blue section, whatever color it is, and I'm going to fold it over, and I'm going to do it carefully because it's tissue paper. It's super fragile, and so it doesn't really move very well once it's stuck down. Oh, I got pretty lucky there. All right, next step. I'm going to open this up. Now I've got the white section there. All right, and I'm going to glue the white section to the yellow section. the white on top. We got a little gap here. What I can do is I can fold this over. That happens. All right, so I got my 3 pieces done. I remember doing this in college. Man, the thing was huge. It was like 8 pieces of tissue paper. All right, I'm going to fold this. I'm going to fold this over. And now, what I need to do is glue this blue section on this bottom section. All right, I'm going to open this up. Get my glue. Glue on the top there. All right, and now I'll fold this over like so. And there we go. I've now glued these pieces together. All right, so this opening, all right, is where my blow dryer is going to go. It might be a little bigger than I want. And at the top, all right, I want to make sure that all this is glued. I want to make sure all the edges are glued, because then I'm going to go ahead and fill this up with air. But first, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get myself some paper to put some reinforcement here on the bottom. So let me go ahead and do that. Take some strips of paper, and I'm going to cut them out, some thin strips. I don't want them too thick. This is just going to reinforce the bottom where the hairdryer is going to go. I'm going to glue these onto the bottom. Okay, now that I've got that done, I'm ready to fill this with air and see how far in the air it will go.